My name's Graeme and I'm from Sydney. 13 years. I love the change. It's the best thing I've ever done. Prior to Jim's Mowing, I was a gardener when I was about 19. My boss at the stage, he went broke and I thought there was no money in gardening, and I did a whole array of other things before I found my way back to gardening with Jim's. I ended up going to a franchising expo in Darling Harbour with one of my friends who was looking to purchase a business. A month later he signed up with Jim's and 3 months later I did. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life, and working for myself, running my own business, a lot more control of my life and my time. I've got a lot more time for my family and friends or whatever I need to do in my life. Plus I can go and make a really, really good income in my own hours. They really do. They really underestimate what you can earn. People would be really surprised to learn how much you can earn with a Jim's Mowing franchise. Prior, I had no idea at all. I'd always worked for someone else and worked really, really hard for somebody else with a very basic income. I'd never earned good money in my life until I signed up with Jim's. Once I realised the sort of income that you can make with Jim's Mowing, I was amazed. So as a franchisor, I support my franchisees in my region, so we support and grow the region. With support, that can be anything from dealing with complaints, how to service clients, and sort of how to maximise your income with your Jim's business. It could be anything. I'm a very hands-on franchisor because I'm also an operating franchisee. So if somebody hasn't ever laid a lawn or turf before, I'll go out there, help them firsthand. If there's an issue with a client that can't fix up a job, I'll go out there firsthand, help those guys there as well. Also, we look after marketing and bringing work into the area, and pretty much anything that guys need help with, I'm there to provide assistance. Yes, definitely, we can get you out with either myself, or I've got some trainers as well within the system, other franchisees, that will take you out for what we call an observation day, where you'll go out in the field, you can get a hands-on experience, what it's like to be a Jim's and how to deal with customers and build your regular sort of client base. Okay, you can do anything from your basics, mowing, gardening, weeding, or your general garden tidy-ups, all the way up to landscaping, mulching, laying turf, gutter cleaning, the list goes on and on and on. Well, the biggest difference is obviously the ability to use the brand and the support that the brand brings in, the recognition that you get, and the comfort and the security that the clients have within our brand. That's why they come to us, and that's probably one of the biggest advantages that we have. Anyone can do it, anybody at all. We get guys with gardening experience, we get guys who have never touched a lawnmower, whipper sipper or anything before. We'll get you out in the field. You do your 6 days training in the national office in Melbourne, which will teach you everything on the business side, and then we get you out in field for a minimum of 5 days with an experienced franchisee where he'll teach you all you need to do to operate your business. We have lots of stories on the northern beaches of franchisees not knowing anything about gardening. They come into gardening, we train them up from scratch where they've probably never even used a lawnmower or whipper sipper before. One of our biggest guys, Godfrey, who you know, Joel, he come from a corporate background, didn't have much gardening experience at all, and he's now the biggest franchisor we have on the northern beaches. So there's no limit to how big you can go with your own franchise. We have guys want to pretty much operate on a casual basis. They might do 3-4 days a week, spend more time with their family, which you can do and you can still make a really good income. Or you can go as large as you like. There is no limit. Regarding fees, they're very minimal. You've got a franchise fee, you've got an advertising contribution, you've got some IT charges, call centre charges and things like that. I let my guys know if you put aside $300 to $350 a week, your fees are covered, and you can make that in your first job or two on a Monday morning. There's no percentage. No one even watches your income at all. A big thing I get asked a lot from new guys is how often do they have to work? Do they have to work 7 days a week? What hours can they work and things like that? You can literally work 7 days a week if you like, or you can work 3 or 4 days a week. It's totally up to you and what you're after. Obviously, the less you work, the less money you'll make, and the more you work, potentially the more money you're going to make, but there's no limits. It's really customised towards yourself and your family. So we have a paid for work guarantee system in place. Mind you, it hardly ever has to be accessed, but the option is there. It's available for you to access if needed. The beauty of the actual system that I like with the paid for work is it gives you the option to go meet friends and family and people in the community, and they're getting a free service from yourself. They're giving you feedback as a customer, and you're learning as you go while you're actually getting paid for that service. I'd say roughly, depending on the equipment, the branding that you use, about $3,000 to $5,000 with your basic equipment packages for people to get started in their own business. From there, as you proceed and you start earning income, you can start to buy more machinery and equipment as required. But it's pretty basic, $3,000 to $5,000 and you're up and running. So once guys have been going on the beaches, in between 6 and 12 months, I would say the biggest thing they have is not are they going to have enough work to sustain their business and provide a good income for their family. It's what they're going to do with all the work that's coming in and how they're going to actually service the clients. Are they going to start to look at putting staff members on? Are they going to stay on their own? Are they going to look at selling splits? or how they're going to proceed in their business with all the work that's coming in. Yep, there's more than enough work, and that is the biggest thing, is after a certain period is how I'm going to deal with all the work that's coming into my business.